Hello. Today I will talk about Monsoon, the Indian Ocean, and the Future of American Power by Robert D. Kaplan. This edition was published in 2011, so I'm reading it after more than a decade, something of a time capsule for me. The book is a combination of geography, history, political commentary, sociology, strategy, travelogue on Indian Ocean countries. The book reads like National Geographic article. Two things happened. I had the chance to go to the past to get those previous perspectives, and I had the chance to observe or reobserve the present situation. It is solving of a few puzzles, and as usual, facing some newly emerging puzzles which will stay unsolvable in my head for a while. The name of the book does not justify the content. Future of American power is not described or discussed much here. Rather, it is a travelogue and geographically entertaining if you read out of curiosity towards South Asia and Middle East. Every chapter described a country, or his writing style will make you use the word region, and he took me to the history lesson of that region. He also tried to understand the Indian Ocean littoral regions through that history. If I do not mention one thing, it would be similar to hiding the truth. Being a brown male from South Asia, I could see the countries or regions through the eyes of a white male who is from the West. His chapters were on Oman, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Burma, Indonesia, Zanzibar, and to some extent China. The link is monsoon, monsoon wind, monsoon rain, thus monsoon Asia. From my childhood, I take shower outside in the monsoon rain, but now, after reading the book, the word monsoon means a lot of things to me, especially a shipping or trade route from ancient time, depending on the monsoon wind that is shaping and influencing the Indian Ocean countries. By the way, when reading Zanzibar, I was expecting a chapter on Madagascar from Kaplan, which never came up in the book. Monsoon is mainly about geography of Indian Ocean and whether China or India will control the ocean and the region with key points or ports, which is the shipping route of more than 80% of the world trade. Then comes US as a power who is becoming less unipolar, reluctantly acknowledging presence of other powers. But Kaplan, through all his books, remind us one thing again and again: whatever we do, irrespective of technological paradigm shift, geography still matters a lot. Yeah, just like old days, we cannot change our land and its horizon, and technology only helps us to cope better. Kaplan still was influenced by U.S. war on terror, big possibility of rise of Islamist extremism in those Muslim majority countries, which really didn't happen, and he thought Indians would not vote Modi to be a prime minister, which they did. When he met Modi in 2006, he thought that Modi was beyond his questionable role in Gujarat riot. Eventually, Modi became a fascist. Kaplan supported Iraq war and later said that it was a mistake. Does he also work as a propaganda machine of the U.S. foreign policy? I mean, like them, has he also taken a sidestep from making Muslims common enemy at least for some years? It's fascinating that even an expert like Kaplan cannot be outside his personal inclinations or preferences. But the reality is, his mistakes somehow help to create a ground where people die and the world becomes more violent every year. The chapters could be read individually in a sense that there is no order or connection. But it is okay. All the nations, countries might be close to each other, but they're different in politics, ethnicity, religion, language, whatnot. It is like jumping from one place to completely another. The storytelling has a style to take you from Middle East to South Asia Sea, from history analysis to today's complexities. Chapters had maps at the beginning, made it easier for readers to relate that region with with the other regions and their relationship dynamics. He took the approach to look at the countries from American lenses or American foreign policy perspectives. The discussion at the end of the book on foreign policy strategy and policy considerations did not seem adequate or compelling. It was rather he had to uh, write this piece to make it relevant with the subtitle of the book. To him, maritime issues, the dominance of American Navy in Indian Ocean was at its peak. The emergence of seapower of China and India and their gradual dominant presence will create a tension in the maritime traffic. Air power based on Diego Garcia and naval fleet cannot solve the tension in the long run. Kaplan also presented statistics that proved that U.S. Maritime presence tends to be declining. The strategy for the U.S. is to be in collaboration with India to defend China's expansionism, and in the meantime, U.S. would increase its trade with China for both of their economic growth. China's two ocean strategy of Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean has to match with that of US. Whereas to Kaplan, the US resources would be stretched thin to maintain its hegemony. He traveled to those places, talked about Robert Clive, George Carson, Sultan of Oman, ex military men staying in Burma for years, and Somali pirates. Those pirates work for others. They function as an enterprise, no other way to earn a living, risk their lives. Kaplan tells the story of a group of Somali pirates they are capturing by the US. Rather than killing them, US forces fed them and fixed their teeth by a dentist and returned them to their country. Monsoon is like a time capsule that gave me a bit of a fresh perspective to understand the modern day news. I mean, contemporary issues of the Indian Ocean region, ranging from Africa to China and their complex interrelationships. It's a in that way, it's really a good read. It's really a good read. Gave me lots of ideas. Take care. Goodbye.